Greetings YouTube, Mazadun is here. So in today's video I would like to discuss one thing which I mentioned in my first blog. In fact, we'll be focusing on the one thing. It's a bill which been signed by our president just a few days ago. So this project called Yarovaya packet. I won't be going over some procedural details of how laws are made in Russia. I will try to describe in thesis what goes in this package and my opinion on this project at all. And also I would like to hear your opinion. Just leave your comments in the comment section below. We'll try to discuss it. So from the start I would like to say that I'm with my both hands for fighting against the terrorism in any way. And I think that governments should cooperate in this field and to make sure that they are doing their best. So this Yarovaya package is called as a counter-terroristic measures, and this packet includes first one, it's deprivation of freedom for up to 1 year for failing to report a crime or crime which is going to happen, the responsibility of advancing the age of 13. Basically, wording of this paragraph is kinda shady. How they are going to know wherever you could hear or see that crime is happening or planned to happen. So basically, of course, you're standing before robber with a gun, this is obvious, but if there is some type of conversation and you could hear it, okay, if there is a clearly someone discussing a crime, but what idiot will do this and will try to discuss it in public? I don't know, but anyway, there's an example for you. Basically, you're sitting in a cafe, just chilling, and there's a few guys at another table just talking about the stuff. You're not paying any attention to them, you probably don't even know that they are here, and can't possibly hear them talking. So those guys are committed to make some type of robbery of this cafe. You're leaving this place and they are robbing this place. On cafe camera, after all this situation, on cafe camera records, your place is relatively close to their place because there is 2 tables near, and there is a court takes place, and this court can decide that you could prevent this from happening because you were near and could possibly hear this. And in result, there is a chance for you to go in jail for about a year. How about that? Also, in addition, responsibility for this, let's say, law project, starts since 14 years. So basically, at this age, men or women might not even understand what is going on, what is happening, and what type of conversation these people might have, or what this information even mean about some type of robbery, terroristic act, whatever. This is teenagers. They might not even understand what is happening, but they still might get in jail. So next one, it's also deprivation of freedom for up to 7 years for justification of terrorism in social networks. I will not say that every person has a right to express their own opinion, regardless of point of view. I think it's obvious, absolutely. But what remains in secret for me is how they are going to decide on what this person justifies or does not justify as a terrorism. Because justification of terrorism, this is a very wide description. This is I don't know. This is also very shady qualification. So anyway, I want to mention that there is a bunch of jokers in the social networks which are always joking around about terrorism and this stuff. You users of the social networks probably see them every day, and I think in this case, after this law, they might get in jail in the first place, just in head of all other prisoners, just because they are joking about it every day. Deprivation of freedom from 3 up to 8 years for financing of extremistic activities. Also, very shady description. What is considered as an extremistic activity? I don't know. Financing, that's pretty clear. You're giving money, they are doing something, but there is an example. For example, you are financing some kind of a project. They are writing articles on social teams, and sometimes these articles might be a bit edgy because this is how it is. Sometimes we might say that edgy, but it's true. This might happen, but at some point of view of this company might go very contrary with the point of view of the government, and eventually this company might be considered as an extremistic company. So since you are a sponsor of this company, you're giving them money, you might end up in jail just because some of their materials might be considered as extremistic. So I hope that this type of things not happen, but just imagine you're sponsoring one company, and one day this company got qualified as an extremistic company, which produces some type of extremistic content. So next one, it's deprivation of freedom from 5 to 10 years for calling for riots. So basically, what also will be considered as a calling for riots, and what is considered by riots? Fighting on the street, or just picket of workers, or I don't know, rally of people. This is also very shady, because you just wanted to protect your rights on the work, and something happened, probably fight, and this might be qualified as a riot, and you will go to jail, or what? Next one, it's also very strange point, but you will hear it now. So from now on, mail post must check our parcels. What do you think about it? So earlier it was planned to verify them through the special equipment, some kind of a scanner, but since it will cost a lot of money, because it should be applied across whole country, and Russia pretty big country, and there is a lack of qualified manpower which will be working with this type of equipment, government just decided to let this post office members just to simply unwrap the whole thing and see what's in there. In Russia we have one company which behind the whole mail system, this company called Mail of Russia. So basically this company pretty bad at their job, but we don't have anything else beside this. So of course it got better over the last few years, but it's still on a very low level. You can believe me, because there is a lot of cases when parcels being lost or stolen or just completely broken. I'll probably put some screenshots in this video, you will see it. So basically this is a pretty common thing. And now when they got these new options to open our parcels, we're guaranteed that now they won't just use it in any way they want. So for example, if there is some type of delicacy thing which is I don't know, just woman's lingerie, your girlfriend decided to buy it from internet shop, some kind of delicate intimate clothes, so where is the guarantee that no one will wear it or do something with it? Because there is a lot of creeps which can use it in different ways. This is a hit to our privacy again. I can understand that some very shady persons might use mail system to deliver some type of illegal packages. I don't believe that there is no any way to see what in this package just outside this special equipment. I think this is common thing, and I believe this might be implemented without any troubles. But anyway, messenger developers from now on must help our special agencies to decrypt the messages. That's okay, I guess, because if there is some type of following and our specific citizen which is expected to be a terrorist or some kind of criminal. That's okay, I guess. Next one, cell phone operators and internet service providers must keep all data on calls, SMS, search history, internet visits, so basically all users' traffic over the past 6 months. Now, these companies have to create special service to storage all this data at their own expenses. So, according to experts, in order to compensate for such investments, companies need to make the growth or rates for their services, for the internet, phone communication, according to the most optimistic forecasts, for at least 2-3 times. So basically, in some cases, it will be completely impossible for some of our citizens to allow them to buy internet or cell phone connection. Estimated audience of the internet users in Russia, it's about 15 million people, and this information 4 years old, so probably this number even higher now. And just now, imagine how many people are using internet every day, and they're using cell phone, and how many, I don't know, terabytes of information they gather every day. And I'm frightened to imagine how big these servers should be. This is just insane, completely insane. They should storage this information on hard drives, which, by the way, our country does not produce. So basically, companies which can produce these hard drives located in America, it's Seagate Technology and Western Digital. And second country, it's Japan, company Toshiba. Our country have to spend, and these companies in particular, have to spend tons of money to make sure that they will create these servers. And also, this is not only just hard drives. This is services for these hard drives. There is workplaces for this stuff. There is buildings. So to storage all this thing. This is just completely insane numbers, guys. And what angers me a lot, so this information won't be stored in, let's say, governmental service. This will be stored in a private service. So where is the guarantees that this information won't be used in any way by any shady persons again, or this information won't be completely sold to the left, let's say to the left, or just, I don't know, hacked by hackers? Where guarantees? We don't have this. Just basically anything which you've done last 6 months in the internet and on your cell phone, any transactions, all the stuff which you've been doing will be stored on this server, and only God know what might happen with this information and who might use it in which way. This is just also completely insane. And believe, this is Russia. This thing might happen. If no one will hack it down, someone will sell this information. In conclusion, my opinion on this, that, as I said, I am with my both hands in fighting against terrorism. But actions our country takes focuses on completely different thing, and this is not counter-terroristic measures. This is measures to prevent our society from getting other information, generating other information which contrary to our government statements and their line of view. This is, I don't know, this is, as I said, this will hurt our privacy. And the presented measures not only poorly designed as in its implementation and as well in regulation, as well in financial solvency, because people who behind this project don't know anything about IT sphere. They do not know anything about internet, and they know less about cell phone industry. This is unprofessional. And the funniest thing, that this project is signed by our president at the end of the working session of our government. So basically our this government structure have holidays, and basically while they're on their vacation, they can't do any type of correction in this law project. And for about 3 months we have to just sit on our asses and see what is going to happen, because basically nearest time when they might change something, it will be autumn, probably September. That's it for the first blog. Hopefully it will be useful for you and will give you some type of understanding what is happening in Russia nowadays. In my first blog I received question from one of my subscribers, so I will try to answer this question in a few days. And as well, if you have any questions, guys, feel free to ask them. I will try to answer them as well. And once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.